And then the last cornerstone is life. From the womb to the tomb. We have to respect life. And as we've moved away from that honoring of life, we've become more callous in our relationships with each other. You know, my wife was at a banquet, and this beautiful, statuesque young woman came to her, and she said, "Are you Dr. Carson's wife?" And she said, "Yes." And she said, "Your husband operated on me when I was still in my mother's womb. And now here she is, this beautiful, well-developed young lady who is able to take care of herself." And that's why you will never convince me that what is in a woman's womb is a meaningless bunch of cells. Absolutely not. And then those people on the street, those drug addicts. What would Jesus do? He would be compassionate. I can tell you something about drug addicts. They want to keep taking their drugs, but if they could push a button and not be a drug addict, they would wear that button out. It's not something that they really have a choice in, and they need help. And just taking them off the street and putting them in an apartment is not enough help. See, that's what's called housing first. That's what a lot of people on the left advocate. I like housing first, it's a good thing. But you can't just do housing first. You got to do housing second and housing third. Housing second is you diagnose the reason they're on the street, and housing third, you fix it. If you don't do that, you haven't really contributed to a solution. We have the ability to do that. In fact, we were well on the way in Los Angeles and other parts of California where they have the biggest problems, working with Mayor Garcetti and some of the other county people. We had a very good plan in place, and then along came COVID-19, unfortunately, and knocked everything out. But it is possible. It is possible to work with the other side. We've got to learn to work together. We cannot be destroyed as a nation by Russia or China or North Korea or Iran. But we can be destroyed by us. That's why Jesus said, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Abraham Lincoln repeated that. It is absolutely true. And we have got to start working toward that. And you know what's going to happen? You can take this to the bank. Conservatives will regain power in our country. It is very important that they not act like the far left and try to punish everybody. Somebody at some point has got to be the adult in the room. Otherwise, all we do is lurch right and lurch left. Back right and back left. Never any forward progress. It's time to make forward progress. That doesn't mean that we have to accommodate absolutely crazy stuff, but it does mean that we need to engage in conversations and come to solutions that actually make sense. Because we are, as I said before, the leaders of the world. Freedom and liberty for the world is dependent upon freedom and liberty in this country. And our biggest weapon, our tool, is our faith in God. And we must remember that we are indeed one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.